Hey everybody, welcome to Saving Greens Homestead. My name is Keisha, and if this is your first time watching one of my videos, I welcome you. So if you've been following my channel for any amount of time, you know that I had this section called Tomato Row. I had to do some remodeling in this area because these trees behind in my chicken run, their roots were growing up into my beds, and so they were choking out the plants that I planted in there, and they were soaking up or using up all the nutrients and soaking up all the water, so my plants just didn't stand a chance. My tomatoes and peppers that I planted in there. So I had to remove the beds, dig out the roots, which I do still have a pile, although they're dried out now, but this was one of the root mats that was in the bed, and the bed was, the whole thing was just full of this. I couldn't put a shovel in there or nothing, so anyways, I put down a weed fabric to separate the dirt underneath these beds so that the roots don't have a way of going up into the beds on top. And now I'm about to start filling these beds in so that I can have the use of them for this season, this growing season. So these two beds are finished. I am going to be pounding in some rebar in front to lock these beds in place so they don't move. And these beds still have to be reinstalled. I have to level these ones and get them stacked and married together, and then I can put these trellises back on them. So I'm excited. I'm really excited for this season. Last season I didn't have the use of this space because it wasn't finished and I was having other issues, and so a lot of the tomatoes, the seedlings that I grew, went to waste. But not this season. This season I am going to get these all finished and ready to go. At least these ones. This is how the beds used to look with the trellis on them. And I have yet to get this side finished at all. I have to still lift these beds out, cut back all of the roots, and then lay down the fabric and start rebuilding my beds. So I might not get around to these ones this season. I'm gonna try my best. I had more than enough weeds growing in my yard here. Let me turn you guys around this way so you can see. More than enough weeds. This is what's left after I chopped a whole bunch of them down to put in these beds here. So as you can see, these two beds are filled with weeds. The far two beds back here, these beds back here, are filled with food scraps, kitchen waste, and food scraps. So let's see how many of you are faithful watchers or viewers of my videos. I was going to tell you what this next layer was. The first layer I put in was wood chips. You guys tell me in the comments below what this second layer is. And if you're new to my channel, then go check out in the comments what people are saying. Most people who know and who's been watching, they know what this is. So it is done. Look at that. I even got the water installed in the long beds. I still have to put tubing in the containers, but this looks so good. and it's ready to be planted. So I'm happy about that, especially since today is the first official day of spring. What better day to have all this ready? And you guys, I think that the spring is here to stay. I don't know. I'm in zone 8B. I don't think we're going to have too many more cold days, but I'm going to go ahead and put my tomatoes in. Now, when I start my tomato seeds, I always hold on to 2 of each variety. So I have one that I can put out as a test, and the second one is the backup. So if things don't work out good, then I always have a backup. So I'm going to go ahead and plant my tomatoes in here, and that's going to be in another video, not this video. And in that video, I'll also show you how I plan to protect my plants once they're in here, if we do happen to have freezing temperatures again. So be looking forward to that, you guys. It's just not happening right now. I am so happy to finally be finished with this. It's not 100% complete because I have the trellises over here that I have to put back on these, and finish putting the buckets, the containers back in between on this one. But I am so satisfied because it has taken a whole season, a year and some months to get this far. And last year I was just at a disadvantage because I didn't get this done. But now in these containers and in these raised beds, I can grow a whole bunch of tomatoes in this space in Tomato Row here. So anyways, I thank you guys for watching this video, and I wish you a happy spring and a happy growing season this year. I will see you guys in the next one, and as always, God bless.